Welcome to AK Gaming. Today I'm bringing you another arcade game. This is part 2 of Squadron Tower Defense. There is 3 different modes, classic, team mode and one-on-one. I don't think I'm going to show you a video of one-on-one because, well, one-on-one is basically the first one, but one-on-one. This one only really has a small difference, but it does have a heavy impact on how the game is played, I feel anyway. But I generally play these in a team with my friends. Right, so this is the beginning bit where where everyone's deciding, you know, what you're going to be and whatnot. That's interesting. I didn't notice he had the standard maps at the bottom there. Right, so let's got to turn my game volume up a little bit. So basically, mobs come from these pools and they come down to a team-built area. So this is where we're building. As you can see, Zeratul there, going a bit crazy. Dickcross is another one of my friends, and he's building a salvager here. I've got 2 Spectres which look practically invisible, and I built a worker early on to get my eco just a little bit of a kickstart. So we couldn't see what they were building because Mastermind setting was on. At the beginning you get a big list here with, you know, a bunch of different options like gas cap, Mastermind and all this to see, so you can, if people vote enough, you can, yeah, have certain modes on and off. There's also chaos mode where each round you have a different builder. So as you can see, the mechanical builder has this set. This is the automaton builder, and they have more stuff that they can build compared to other races, but they're quite a cool little builder. So you get a different one each time. This is a custom builder. So this guy has chosen the things that he wants. You have to pay a lot to unlock that. I did actually have one before, but I got a new computer, so I lost all my data. So what happens in this game is Zeratul's plays very, very greedy for his economy, which actually helps us a lot in the late game. Now, the only problem I have really with this game is I only can really spot 2 things I'm not very happy with. The first one is that one of the builders, their names have not been put properly. It's actually called a magnetosphere, but you've got unit / name / silhouette. So that's quite irritating. Also, this shield it gives only shields units made by Molotov. It doesn't. The shield does not affect the other units, so you do not get the buff for it. See, it's got deep roots, so that's rooted, but it's in the bubble. It doesn't have the other buff. However, if I was to click on this guy, he's got the buff. So now I've upgraded one of my Spectres to a Wraith. I've also got a Wanderer. Well, I've upgraded to a Solar Hero now. And I'm very kindly pointing out here, I'm sending a Mutalisk. Please send some stuffs. So you can see Dickcross is the main melee provider at the moment, with a brawler and an android. I've got 3 workers, and at the moment Zeratul is playing fairly calm. He's got a Zeus back here, which is very, very good unit. I do very much like it. I'm just going to pause the recording for 1 moment. Right, I'm back. Oh, I've managed to put it into super speed. I'm going to put it in ×2. Just so it goes through a little bit faster, because you know the basics of how this works now if you've seen my previous video or if you've played it before. I don't know why I was spamming that. So I believe, yeah, this is the wave where we leak. As you can see, my solo hero does a very brave last stand to no avail. And we've leaked here, but served A. Now, as you can see, Zeratul has really forced out his economy. He has got 5 workers, and he's going for his 3rd speed already. Is that 5 workers? Oh, no, 6 workers, my mistake. As you can see, they're going super fast. His economy is going great at the moment. But we are leaking now. So we're on scrap at this point, so I've asked him to make some more units as well. I believe it was at this point. I'm not sure if it was this one or the later on league. Now, as you can see, they're sending us lots of little bits. They're not sending us, you know, very expensive big bits like we're doing. I'm sending a Goliath, which increases Descend's damage. Turn my sound down just a little bit. As you can see, the android has a very nice ability which brings it back to life when it dies. I've got my Hellraiser, which is an upgraded Phantom. Still only got 2 Wraiths, but I wanted to just get a little bit of extra economy, just a little bit, not too much. And as you see, Decros, he's very new to this. He hasn't played Starcraft in about a month plus. He's only played this one, this Team Deathmatch, Tower Defense, a few times before, so he's still not very familiar with it. So I've got an apparition here, and I do eventually upgrade to a Gravekeeper. I just want to get a fairly decent unit for the boss wave, which, as you can see, we pretty much destroyed, but so did they. And again, by the looks of things, for more units as opposed to superior units. You do have a lot of encryptors, which give that little green bubble, which is a very nice buff. As you can see here, Decros has made a couple of weld techs, and these heal friendly automaton units. However, I'm pretty sure at one point I noticed it healing Zeratul's Admiral. Now I'm very glad he built this because it does give plus 12% attack damage buff. It's just about all I see, but you'll know. You see it healing this over here. See, our teammate Blade here, he's the only one really that's on our team that I don't know in real life, in person. But he does help the team a lot. He's a fairly good player. He's got one Archangel here, he's got Saint, which does small amounts of healing to any unit, just a small amount. Outcast, and then Decros here gets his first N-tier unit. And these are tough little, what do we call them, little tough units by a lot. Excuse me. Got a little bit of a sore throat today, so you'd have to excuse me. Blade's got a Mercurial here, a Servo, I've got 2 here. And these are quite good units. They attack very, very fast. 0.33 to attack speed. They don't do tremendous amounts of damage, but they're very fast. So, you know, they get lots of shots in. So during this time, you can see Zeratul has really pushed his He's building 5 workers at a time. I'm building none. Decros has got his EK up a little bit now, just to, you know, keep things going well. Now, I believe it was in the next 2 rounds that I asked Zeratul just to get a couple more units. I mean, I know I don't have the greatest amount of units, but I've got a couple of Mercurials and a Gravekeeper and a Hellraiser, which is quite nice. Now, Decros really played well this game for, you know, not knowing it well. He contributed a lot towards the team. I mean, Zeratul, when mainly coach, contributed a lot endgame, but I feel Decros's major contribution towards the front line really kept us in it. I mean, I've only got 1 unit on the front line. Decros has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a couple of melees behind it just to keep it. And bring that down to the slightly faster. I'm also very interested to see now. This is another thing that's glitched out a bit recently. The Elite Warden looks like a half-circle dome. Normal Warden's fine. The Elite Warden, however, seems to be glitched. Now, I know that the creator is quite busy at the moment. He has done a very nice job with this game. I can't wait to see how he improves it. He does have some ideas lined up. Now, as you can see here, that little purplish storm is my Meridian. I think that's how you pronounce it. That is the upgraded Dark Priest, which... Oh, whoops. What did I do there? Oh, okay. My mistake. Which is my NT unit upgraded. If I can find my builder. Here we go. It's Dark Priest upgraded. So I've got one of them over here. Blaze putting down the apparition. I'm pretty sure these guys do a debuff. Now here we've got the Fatties, which is a very difficult boss, especially when you've got 2 4s come at you with it. So as you can see here, we're kind of fighting front. I don't know what that is. I think that's a debuff. So as you can see, we're in a bit of trouble. And over here, I was asking, do you think we should extend our sort of melee front line along the flanks here? So you have to excuse me. I'm very good. So as you can see, Decros is building more of these really tough guys. Once they're upgraded to Executioners, they are like unbelievably powerful. I've put an Outcast here. I need to upgrade it to a Forsaken one. And it's literally just so that, you know, the enemies don't come around the sides here and sort of hit our DPS and healer units in the sides and kill them off quickly. The longer they stay alive, the more damage they do. You know, basic rules. It's like if you play Protoss, you don't want to send your Stalkers to the front line and have your Zealots sitting behind them. That's retarded. You don't want to do that. So I'm getting another Dark Priest here. Deciding, I've got a Forsaken one at the front there. And Declos is kind of deciding where he wants to put his Executioner. It wasn't working. He was trying to put it there and it weren't working. I remember now. And so I eventually upgraded that to a Meridian. Now let's have a look. Zeratul can't do any more work. His eco is fully maxed out. Now my eco is not bad. It's not nowhere near as amazing as Zeratul's, but it's not bad. Because this guy can build 7 more workers, I can build 10. I can get 1 speed, this guy can get 2. So I kind of chose the speed over that. Now, this guy's got pretty much full eco. This guy's just getting close to it. This guy's eco is almost max, and this guy's is non-existent. So really we're kind of even now. Zeratul has decided, yeah, he's going to bust out the Neo tanks. At this point I believe we were started to make ridiculous amounts of money. Our income was getting a little bit crazy. Now 4s are the max level sends, and as you can see we've got 3 of them. Now as you can see, we had so many units on us, they'd come round and basically encircle us, which is why I asked to extend the melee line out, just so that, you know, in hopes that you won't basically be boxed in and our good units at the back can be killed off quickly. So, Blade's got 2 Graveskeepers here, which is always nice. Got Hades here, which I believe is his NT unit. I think it's a Lord of Death upgraded. So I've got another Mercurial here. And I put down another Apparition. I felt that this flank was a little bit weaker than this flank. Now you can see the Inferno, which I believe is spawned by the Hades, which is a nice little help. And those world techs, see it right there? It's healing the Admiral. So it doesn't just heal automaton units. So I feel if you're doing team battle, throw a couple of these in. If you've got an automaton builder, you're going to be fine. And as you can see, I've got 3 Meridians there. And Decros has decided, actually, you know what, those aren't good units. Let's just go a little bit crazy. And decides he's going to build a bunch of them. Not complaining, of course, they really help. I'm pretty sure he's got quite nice healing range as well. So as you can see, they're still healing the front 9. I mean, this guy here just isn't taking damage at all. Oh, now he's starting to take damage. But you see how long now he's getting healed slightly. His health's going down very, very slowly. So as well, techs do really help. I think they're a great unit. Now, as you can see, these guys, they've got Dragon aspect, which are very nice, and he's got so many encryptors. So what this means is that he's going to have so many of those green shields, and he only stop one attack, but they stop an attack. Sadly, this bubble was only shielding this guy's units. If it would shield every unit and give them a little bit of extra armour and that, I think it would be absolutely amazing. I believe it used to. However, I don't know what's going on, but now it isn't. I don't know if that's on purpose or, you know, a glitch. And as you can see, Zeratul has upgraded some of his Neo tanks into Doomsday machines, which are crazy, crazy good. I believe it was at this point he wanted to have, I can't even do pings, this back line here purely for Doomsday machines. So you can see he's getting his Neo tanks ready. As you can see, our armies are getting massive. I mean, Decros, he's got 2k minerals and he can't spend them. He doesn't have enough time to spend them. I've got 415, so you know, I'm still going a bit. Now my economy is good, but at this point, I believe it's time to start upgrading the security system. I wanted it to be a bit more sturdy just in case we started leaking. So instead of sending, like these guys are, I was upgrading the security system just in case we were the first ones to leak, or there was, say, a double leak, we leaked and they leaked. The hope was that our security system would live longer than their one. So I've got 2 meridians here. This guy's getting plenty of Hades. I keep forgetting to upgrade my supply depot, which is a problem for me right now in actual 1v1s and 2v2s as well, because I'm starting to play Terran a bit now and I keep forgetting, I need to upgrade my supply depots. It really messes with my build. So it's not as easy as Zerg, where you can just build 6 overlords at once. I mean, you can do it with SCVs, but I tend to get 1 SCV and build like 3 supply depots, one after the other, and I get another one to do the same thing. Because I have a bad habit of afterwards forgetting that they've built something, and then I end up with like 4 or 5 SCVs doing nothing. So I really need to work on my mechanics in-game. But to be honest, now yeah, this is one of my favourite units by Automaton. You don't do massive damage, but you do splash damage rockets that temporarily stun. It's only a quarter of a second stun. But at this level, when the units do mad damage and they take a beating, any stun is nice. As you can see, the Doomsday machines just look very, really cool, and they've got quite high damage, very high damage. Especially when you've got this buff from the Admiral. As you can see, our opponents are starting to slightly struggle. Just slightly. But they've got more units than us. I don't know actually. Looking at it now, I'm not too sure. I mean, this guy has got a lot of elders. Now, as you can see, Necros getting a good few missile arrays. I think they're a great unit. And here comes the 3rd boss. Now, as you can see, that is kind of crazy right there. It's like, it seems like the same animation of a chrono boost, but obviously red and extremely massive. I think that's a debuff. As you can see, this is getting pretty darn good for us. Now, the encryptors are just able to bubble everything so much. And it does come down quite close, you can see we only just made it. Well, we did quite well, we made it fairly good, but, you know, it could have been worse. However, our enemies did not. So really, I mean, having a look over here, he's maxed out eco, he's maxed out eco, and he's maxed out eco. That's 3 maxed out ecos. Me, I just need 4 more workers. Zeratul maxed out very early. Decros, he got all the speeds, but didn't build too many workers. This guy's maxed out eco, so really, their eco, well, I don't know, because the other guy in the end built practically no eco. What did he have? Like 3 workers. So I'd say we probably had just a little bit of the eco edge, but I really think that late game, Zeratul's eco helped us, and Decros's very powerful melee front line helped us in that battle, and then me and Blade mainly focused on DPS. So we didn't really, because I mean, I was on Skype with Decros and Zeratul, so we were sort of discussing our tactics as we were going, but, you know, I think it all worked out quite well. So that was a good game for us. Thanks again for watching. This has been AK Gaming.